Everybody up and dance. Oh, there she stood in the street, smiling from her head to her feet. I said, hey, what is this? Baby, baby, she's in need of a kiss. I said, hey, what's your name, baby? Baby, we can see things the same. I said, wait, nor hesitate. Let's move before they raise the parking rate. All right now, baby, it's all right now. Yeah, it is. All right now, baby, it's all right now. I took her home to my place, watching every move on her face. Said, look, what's your game, baby? Are you trying to put me in shame? I said, slow, don't go fast. Don't you think that love can last? She said, love, the Lord above. Now you're trying to trick me into love. All right now, baby, it's all right now. 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 Right now, it's Tuesday Live. Good evening, everybody. How are you doing tonight? I come to you tonight on the traditional territory of the neutral Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee peoples. I'm grateful to be here and hope that all of us can find a way to live in peace and harmony on this amazing and beautiful planet. And look after that planet too, shall we? Thank you so much for being here tonight. Let me know where you're from if you haven't already checked in. I see a bunch of folks have checked in. Tim out in the 401 there, listening to us on his car radio in the 401. I never thought of Tuesday Live as a audio program, although maybe we should turn it into a podcast and folks can listen to it on their radio when they're traveling. Particularly now that looks like things, at least here in Ontario, are starting to open up this Friday. We're going to be able to gather in groups of 4 on patios and that sort of thing, and maybe move around a little more. So things are starting to look up, folks. I know it's certainly better in other parts of the world and worse in other parts as well. But yeah, let us know where you're from. Great to have you here tonight, and if you have any requests for songs or show themes, let us know that too. I thought, I was originally thinking of this show, I thought I might do an all request show, but then I said, well, what if people don't request anything? Then I won't have anything to play. I'm sure I could find something, but maybe we'll do that sometime, do an all request show. I'd also like to do an improv show too, where we do songs just based on audience suggestions, but I'll get up my nerve to do that in the near future. Hope everybody had a great week. I got a lot planted out in the garden since last Tuesday, and it's been kind of hot here. Maybe not the best weather to be planting. Been sort of watering a fair bit, although we got a bit of rain this morning. But I know other parts of Ontario are quite dry, and certainly other parts of the country. And I see Lee checked in from down in Lancaster, not too far away from us here, Lancaster, New York. And it's hot down there as well. I know it's hot in Eastern Ontario. Not sure about out on Vancouver Island, where we have folks like Jim and Lynn watching the show, and others out across the country what the weather's like where you are, but hopefully not too hot. And but to last week's Tragically Hip tribute we did, that was an awful lot of fun. We had a little bit of a technical issue there. I don't know if you noticed that. We dropped the stream, but it came right back up, which wasn't too bad, so kind of excited about that. That seems to work okay even when we run into a few technical problems, which are inevitable in this kind of low-tech, high-tech broadcasting situation we do with Tuesday Live. The one-man producer and tech guy, and I work wirelessly to my Wi-Fi system. I should probably hardwire it, but what the heck? I like to live a little dangerously. Makes the show a little more exciting, doesn't it? But if you missed last week's Tragically Hip tribute, or if you missed any Tuesday Live shows, most of them, I think, after about maybe the 5th or 10th, somewhere in their episode, most of them are on YouTube. So you can go back and look at them if you want to revisit them, or if you missed one, you're out driving down the 401 or something, you want to see a visual that you didn't hear, Tim, out there, and you can find that YouTube channel link at tuesdaylive.ca. tuesdaylive.ca. Speaking of the Tragically Hip, I don't know how many of you watched the Junos earlier this week, but it was great to see the remaining members of the Tragically Hip reunite to play on the award show itself with singer Feist, and it was a pretty fantastic performance, I thought. If you missed it, I'm sure you can find it on YouTube or CBC Gem or wherever it was broadcast. So I'd check that out if you haven't. It was really good, and the rest of the show was pretty good as well. I understand I didn't watch all of it, although I was a little disappointed that Tuesday Live wasn't nominated in any categories this year after the amazing year we've had. I thought there'd be like some sort of category for live streaming shows that we might have fit in, but maybe there'll be something in the future. I don't know, is there any such thing as any live streaming awards? But I don't know if we'd be nominated or not, but it's a thought. We're working on ideas for themes as we move into the summer. Coming up in a couple weeks, we're going to do kind of a Father's Day tribute. The Tuesday after Father's Day, I think we're planning that. We're going to do a Blue Rodeo tribute. We're going to do a Canada Day Eve show because our show falls on Canada Day Eve. So we'll do a special Canadian All Canada show, which is always fun. And if you don't receive an email every Tuesday morning telling you what's happening on the show, go over to tuesdaylive.ca at some point, sign up for our email list, and you'll get all the information about what's going on the show now and in the future. We have a great show tonight with feature performances by Dark Orchard, Sandy McKay, and Bob MacLean, and also performances by some of our Tuesday Live favorites, including Rob Dylan, Neil Old, Robbie O'Spoon, and of course cousin Willy Witherspoon. And I can't forget the fantastic images that are shared every week by our favorite nature photographer, Stan McRae. Looking forward to those as well. So let's head back out to the shed and get things started with cousin Willie.
Hey y'all, Willie here again. Good to see ya. I'm out here in the shed. Boy, it's getting hot again out here. I know it's this country, Canada, it's either real hot, real cold, and seem to be much in between, does there now? But, back down home, it just gets hot and it stays pretty dang hot. But up here it gets kind of hot and then gets cold again. But it's been pretty hot last little while, let me tell you. And the garden's starting to grow a bit there. And, well, the rabbits getting into her too. Keeping my eye on the rabbits out there, that's for sure. Got the dang rabbits in there. I don't see her right now, but gotta keep an eye on them when they get in the garden. That caused a big mess for you. Anyways, here's a song by the great Hank Williams, the first. And not sure if I've done on the show before or not. Now we're like 65 episodes in. I'm not sure how many, what songs I've done, what I ain't done. So if any song I've done before you want to hear again, let me know. But I'm just going to keep picking on some songs that I like to play. And, well, I've done before, but that doesn't matter. You're going to hear them again anyway. This one's called Mind Your Own Business, which is good advice for a lot of people, ain't it? If my wife and I are fussing, brother, that's alright. 'Cause me and that sweet woman got a license to fight. Why don't you mind your own business? Mind your own business. 'Cause if you mind your business, then you won't be minding mine. That's right. Oh, a woman on her party line's the nosiest thing. She picks up her receiver when she knows it's my ring. Why don't you mind your own business? Why don't you mind your own business? If you mind your business, then you won't be minding mine. Gal gal that wears her hair up high. The boys all whistle when she walks by. Why don't you mind your own business? Why don't you mind your own business? If you mind your business, then you won't be minding mine. If I want a honky-tonk around to 2 or 3, no brother, that's my headache, don't you worry about me. Just mind your own business. Oh, mind your own business. If you mind your business, then you won't be minding mine. Okay, here we go. But I can get to heaven just as easy as you. Why don't you mind your own business? Oh, mind your own business. Well, if you mind your business, then you won't be minding mine. Well, minding other people's business seems to be highbrow. All I can do just to mind my own. Why don't you mind your own business? Oh, mind your own business. If you mind your own business, you'll stay busy all the time. Oh, ain't that the truth?
Well, thank you for that, Willie. Always good advice to mind your own business and don't mind other people's business. There's certainly a lot of people minding other people's business, isn't there, going on in this world? But one thing I wanted to mention too, I just wanted to send a shout out to the NHL because I don't know. I think there must be an awful lot of Tuesday Live fans because I think they arranged to make sure that those Montreal games went back to back on Sunday and Monday, so that we didn't have a conflict with Tuesday Live. So I don't know whether they're going to do that for the rest of the playoffs or not, but it's sort of nice not to have a Canadians game conflicting with Tuesday Live. And sorry for all you Leaf fans out there. I know things are still kind of rough there, but maybe shouldn't pick at that scab. It's one of my original songs called Cars Rust. Sleep. You go to bed, but you can never sleep. Jobs come, then go. You wish you had $1 for every time you heard no. Debts rise, bank calls all of your loans, and they take away your car. Wife cries, you leave 'cause all of your dreams are gone. Well, you try so hard, but you never get ahead. Life is like you're just waiting to be dead. You wonder why you're here, you wonder what it means. But life is just life and dreams is just dreams. Sun sets, moon shines. You try to make sense, but you just lose your mind. Wind blows, air still. You drink all night, in the morning you take a pill. Rain falls, snowflakes. You're driving down the hill in a car that has no brakes. Don't care anymore, 'cause all of your dreams are gone. Well, you try so hard, but you never get ahead. Life is like you're just waiting to be dead. You wonder why you're here, you wonder what it means. But life is just life and dreams are just dreams. Told all your life, this is what you do. Just work hard and everything will come to you. It might have worked before, it's not working anymore. You're stuck in a room and can't even find the door. Gun shoot that Jesus saves all of our souls for that last big parade. Time flies, stand still. You're searching for love, but you only catch a chill. Beer's warm, coffee's cold. One day you're young and then the next you're old. Give up, you're done, 'cause all of your dreams are gone. Well, you try so hard, but you never get ahead. Life is like you're just waiting to be dead. You wonder what you're here, you wonder what it means, but life is just life and dreams is just dreams. Yeah, life is just life and dreams are just dreams. Yeah, life is just life and dreams is just dreams. Bit of a dark song, but it's a song. I'm going to turn it over to our good friend down the east, Sandy McRae. See what Sandy's got for us this week. Hey, Sandy.
Howdy, folks. Happy Tuesday night. Here's a tune by Buffy St. Marie. I'm singing this song tonight because I'm thinking of my parents in my home in Guelph. I'm a rambler and a rover, and I wander it seems. I've a ramble all over, chasing after my dreams. But a dream should come true love, and a heart should be filled, and a life should be lived in the piney wood hills. I'll return to the woodland, I'll return to the snow, I'll return to the hills and the valleys below. I'll return as a poor man, or a king if God will. On my way home to the piney wood hills. I was raised on a song there. I done right, I done wrong there, and it's true I belong there, and it's true it's my home. From ocean to ocean I've rambled and roamed. Someday I'll return to my piney wood home. Maybe someday I'll find me somebody who will love as I love my piney wood hill. I'm a rambler and a rover, and I wander it seems. I've traveled all over, chasing after my dreams. But a dream should come true love, and a heart should be filled, and a life should be lived in the piney wood hills. And I'm on my way home in the piney wood hills. Yes, I'm on my way home to the piney wood hills. hopefully this August.
Fantastic job with that Buffy St. Marie's song, Sandy. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Beautiful guitar work, beautiful singing, really nicely done. We're going to have some more Sandy coming on a little later in the show. Stick around, folks. Love having Sandy on the show and love everything that he's done for the show over these 65 episodes we're into now. How exciting that is. Thanks to everybody that's here tonight. Chris is here, and Kathy and Liz I saw checked in, and David and Rick, good to see you. Haven't seen you here for a while. At least haven't seen you checking in. I don't know. I see these numbers on my screen. Tells me how many folks are watching, I think. And I always wonder who all those people are. So it's nice when folks check in, say hello. And Steve, I saw checked in a little earlier. And it's good to see Stan here. We got some of Stan's pictures coming on a little later. And Kelly and John and Sandy and Bill. Saw Karen waved at us early on in the show as well. And as I mentioned, Lee from down Lancaster, New York. Tim out in the 401. And Danny checked in. As Danny actually swung by the Tuesday Live Studios this week. He was passing by and swung in to say hello, and I was actually planting asparagus in the backyard, and Willie was giving me a hand, and it's quite, if you plant asparagus, we've got these tiny cute little asparagus shoots coming up now. I don't know if many of you are familiar with how you grow asparagus, but it takes a long time to grow from seed. It's one of those rare kind of perennial vegetable crops, and I bought some crowns, and I planted these crowns, which are basically just sort of look like a big giant spider root mass thing, and planted those, and it'll take probably at least a couple years of just growing asparagus till we get a crop. But boy, I do love asparagus, so I'm looking forward to that in a couple years. Speaking of things I'm looking forward to is having Bob MacLean back on the show, because Bob has been on the show quite a bit in the past. If you're a regular Tuesday Live viewer, you recall many great moments on the show when Bob regaled us with his Celtic guitar style. A fantastic guitar player, great singer, and always has great sort of folk story songs that he shares with us. And great to have him back on the show tonight. And Bob's actually started doing his own virtual show on Facebook called 4 on the Floor Fridays at 4, which, if you haven't figured that out already, is on Fridays at 4 p.m. And you have to sort of search on Facebook for Bob MacLean. You should see him pop up, his smiling face there with his guitar. And he does at 4 p.m. on Friday. He does 4 songs, so it's not super long. But, grab yourself a refreshing beverage this Friday afternoon at 4. Hop onto Facebook and join Bob for some great musical stories. And here's a little taste of Bob's Facebook 4 on the Floor on Fridays.
This is called The Battle of Waterloo, and it's a song about the people who are fighting against Napoleon Bonaparte at the Battle of Waterloo. And it seems to be a prominent Irish song here, or Scottish song. It's written by Jim Malcolm, who he was the lead guy in a Scottish band called Old Blind Dogs. Gotta love that name. Anyway, so this is a song that they wrote, that Jim wrote. It's called The Battle of Waterloo. So we're going to give this one a whirl. Spring comes to Kerry, all the world's in bloom. Winter is forgiven now, fooled by April's broom. Kerry, Kerry, you were I'm my home, till Napoleon's bloody cannon hit their aim. Ginny, oh Ginny, I am surely done, stricken down in battle at the mouth of Boney's guns. Ginny, oh Ginny, I so dear to me, let me hold you in my mind before I die. For the cold returns to autumn, and the wind rakes through the trees, and the summer lies forgotten in a cold bed of leaves as winter begins. I mind, Bonnie, it wasn't only you who was broken on this field of Waterloo. Surgeon, ah surgeon, leave me with me pain. Save your knives for others who will surely rise again. Surgeon, ah surgeon, leave my blood to pour. Let it drain into that bitter clay once more. For the cold returns to autumn, and the wind rakes through the trees, and the summer lies forgotten in a cold bed of leaves as winter begins. I mind, Bonnie, it wasn't only you who was broken on this field of Waterloo. Daughter, oh daughter, listen dear to me. Never wed a soldier or a widow you will be. Daughter, oh daughter, curse your lad to die ere he catches the recruiting sergeant's eye. For the cold returns to autumn, and the wind rakes through the trees, and the summer lies forgotten in a cold bed of leaves as winter begins. I mind, Bonnie, it wasn't only you who was broken on this field of Waterloo. Ah, Bonnie, war was aye your game, your bloody field, your table, your cannon yours to aim. Bonnie, ah, Bonnie, we lived aye the same, drilling laddies not to fear the musket's flame. For the cold returns to autumn, and the wind rakes through the trees, and the summer lies forgotten in a cold bed of leaves as winter begins. I mind, Bonnie, it wasn't only you who was broken on this field of Waterloo. There we are, the Battle of Waterloo, Jim Malcolm.
It was fantastic, Bob. Thank you for sharing that. And I see folks enjoying Bob's music, and you can enjoy more of it by checking out his Facebook page, Bob MacLean, BOBMACLEAN. And Fridays, he does 4 songs at 4 p.m. So check that out too. I've been checking it out. And if you miss it exactly, you can probably find it after the fact too. But it's always fun to watch. But anyways, check that out. Rick, sorry to hear you're in the hospital. Hope we can send out some healing vibes your way, and you're out to the hospital by Friday. At least you can watch Bob from home. I hope you're getting well. We'll all send out positive vibes to you out where you are there, and hope you're feeling better. And I'm going to head down east now and check in with our good friend Stan McRae and see what picture Stan has for us this week. Fantastic, Stan. Anyone else? Now here I go again. You say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. Listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had and what you lost. Crystal visions. I keep my visions to myself. It's only me who wants to wrap around your dreams. And have you any dreams you'd like to sell? Dreams of loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had and what you lost. MacLean, you'll know. You'll know. You will know. You will know. Thanks for those fantastic pictures, Stan. A song by the legendary, of course, Fleetwood Mac. And now let's go to, I think people are already calling him the next Dylan, Rob Dylan, Bob Dylan's younger brother. How does it feel?
Well, thanks, Rob, and hi, everybody out there. Great to be here again. I'm really enjoying playing on the show. It's, it gets me away from my my days during being a spiritual advisor to trees, because, boy, that's a tough job these days with, climate change and gypsy moth and drought and all sorts of problems. People just don't respect trees as much as they should. So, I'm helping them get through a lot of difficult times. But it's nice to be able to come here and play some of my brother's music. And I know my brother sent me another letter, sent me another one of those cease and desist letters. But it's nice to hear from him anyways, one way or another, whatever that means. But anyways, I'm going to do another song here. I hope you enjoy it.
You must leave now, take what you need, you think will last. But whatever you wish to keep, you better grab it fast. He understands the orphan with his gun, crying like a fire in the sun. Look out, the saints are coming through, and it's all over now, baby blue. The highway is for gamblers, better use your sense. Take what you have gathered from coincidence. The empty-handed painter from your streets is drawing crazy patterns on your sheets. The sky too is folded under you. It's all over now, baby blue. Ah, yes, seasick sailors, they are rowing home. Empty-headed armies, they're all going home. The lover who just walked out your door is taking all his blankets from the floor. The carpet too is moving under you, and it's all over now, baby blue. Stepping stones behind something calls for you. standing in the clouds that you once wore. Strike another match, go start anew, and it's all over now, baby blue. It's all over now, baby blue. Well, that was something, Rob Dylan. They're calling him the next Dylan. Certainly has that Dylan dissonance going there in the Beatles tribute room. Great to hear that song, Baby Blue. Thanks, Chris, for the little bit of history behind that song. That's always fun, too. Saw a couple folks there. I see Ron checked in. Ron from up North Bay way. Good to see you tonight, Ron. And I saw a new name there, Sean. I haven't seen your name in the comments before. Welcome to the show, Sean. I'm not sure if this is the first time you're watching the show, but great to have you here. And again, thanks to Rob Dylan there for that fantastic tune. I'm going to do one of my songs. I'm no Dylan, but this one's called I'll Do It For You. You were always on my mind. Think about you all the time. And I could never let you go. And I just wanted to let you know, if it's alright with you, it's alright with me. If there's anything you want me to do, you know I'd do it for you. Sunshine softly through the trees, casting patterns with the breeze. Like a time they come and go. Well, we end up, well, nobody knows. And if it's alright with you, it's alright with me. If there's anything you want me to do, you know I'd do it for you. I don't know why you lie and cry alone each night. All I know is I try and try, but I just can't seem to get it right. Is there no end to this spiral that we're in? Must we go down and down, or can we start back up again? You were always on my mind. Think about you all the time. And I can never let you go. And I just wanted to let you know, if it's alright with you, it's alright with me. If there's anything you want me to do, you know I'd do it for you. If there's anything you want me to do, you know I'd do it for you. Thank you. We're going to head it back out to the toasty shed and see what Willy's got for us here. Willy.
song by Canadian Fred Eaglesman. Really makes me think of my daddy when I play it. See, my daddy, he used to haul maple syrup from Canada down into the States, stopping at every Waffle House along the way, dropping off maple syrup, all the way down to Florida. That's how he met my mom, you know. Then he'd pick up a load of orange juice, head back to Canada, and stop at all the Waffle Houses along the way. When I came along, my daddy passed away in a tragic trucking accident. Jackknife his tanker full of maple syrup going down the Fancy Gap. Cab filled with maple syrup, and my daddy crashed. It was so sad. I sing a song for all the truckers out there like my daddy. Darling, I'm coming down old route number 67. Got off the turnpike, avoiding the Ohio State inspection. Johnny Law followed me up the road, then he turned off and he let me go. Oh, guess this old truck ain't worth shutting down. And your voice last night on the telephone said you wouldn't be there when I got home. So when I get to Cleveland, I'm gonna head back south. The light keeps coming on. I've got water in the fuel. My brakes are gone. I got a left front tire throwing thread. By tomorrow morning I could be dead. Maybe, baby, you were right all the time. You said you couldn't stay with a man who was always going away, and all you wanted to do was settle down. You wanted to buy that little trailer out on the edge with the money you'd saved. Had a carport, a color TV, but no place to turn around. The light keeps coming on. I got water in the fuel. My brakes are gone. I got a left front tire throwing thread. By tomorrow morning I could be dead. Maybe, baby, you were right all along. Remember that winter when the lake froze over? We drove out there after we unloaded. We revved that truck and we spun it round and round. We left it idling on that ice, crawled in the sleeper and I held you tight. Baby, I'm sure on thin ice now. The light keeps coming on. I've got water in the fuel. My brakes are gone. I got a left front tire throwing thread. By tomorrow morning I could be dead. Maybe, baby, you were right all along. Maybe, baby, you were right all along. Maybe, baby, you were right all along. Hey, is that rabbit out there? God dang rabbit, get out of there! God dang rabbit!
Oh my, we've got Willy chasing rabbits out in the garden. That's what he's supposed to be doing out there. He's supposed to be chasing rabbits. I'm just worried about if he ever catches one. But judging by the comparative speed of the rabbit versus Willy, I think the rabbits are still pretty safe out there. But hey, Peter, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Nice to see you out here. I'm not sure if you watch every week, but I know Peter's watched before. And Peter's feeding the good folks Cornwall way. I know that. Appreciate all the work you do out there as one of the frontline workers, Peter. All the other frontline workers out there. This is another one of my original songs. You see I'm on a bit of a original song trend tonight. I thought I'd pull them out, give them a little bit of air once in a while. It's good for them, I think. This one's called Anger and Love. It's one of my favorites of my newer ones anyways. Anger is like a raging fire that I can only hold back with a strong desire. My anger's gonna be my funeral pyre. When the storm blows through, I'm a fallen live wire. I'm looking for a love that'll set me free. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me. You're fighting back tears, pain grips my heart. Anger and love keeps pulling us apart. Oh, anger and love, anger and love, anger and love. Anger and love, anger and love, anger and love. Love had me. Love boiled in my blood, tried to set me free. Love became my only reason to be. But my love crashed down like a chainsawed tree. I'm still looking for love that'll set me free. I'm still looking at you, you're looking at me. Fighting back tears, pain grips my heart. Anger and love tries to pull us apart. Oh, anger and love, anger and love, anger and love. Anger and love, anger and love, anger and love. Joy and pain runs hot and cold, gets filled and drained. This life and death seems black and white. Anger and love both day and night. I'm not looking for love that can't set me free, but I'm still looking at you, you're looking at me. We're fighting back tears, pain grips our hearts. Anger and love can't pull us apart. Oh, anger and love, anger and love, anger and love. Anger and love, anger and love, anger and love. Anger and love, anger and love, anger and love. I hope you like that. I'm going to turn it over to that Irish fella up in Dublin, Ontario, Robbie O'Spoon. Oh, well, hello, everybody. everybody out there in internet land. It's Robbie O'Spoon here in Dublin, Ontario, still having a grand old time, just, swilling the pigs and hilling the potatoes. And say hello to everybody out there, Nelson, Stan, all the rest of you out there, having a grand old time. Sandra, I can't forget about Sandra too. Hope everybody's having a good time out wherever they are, staying out of the heat. I know it's kind of hot out there. Glad you got the air conditioning here. We don't have the air conditioning back home because never really gets that hot. It's usually pretty cool. But anyways, missing me home, missing me Guinness and me pigs and me ma, all me friends. And I sort of got me thinking of this song here that I sung. I think I sung it once before. Not sure if you were here when I sung it, but I'm going to give her another go here. It's called Carrickfergus. And, Carrickfergus is actually a place just up from Belfast. And, I sing this song. It makes me think of home, makes my eyes a little runny, so to speak. But anyways, I hope you like it. It's called Carrickfergus. I wish I was in Carrickfergus, only for nights, in Ballygran. Well, I would swim over the deepest ocean, only for nights, in Ballygran. But the sea is wide, and I cannot swim over, and neither have I the wings to fly. Well, I wish I had a handsome boatsman to ferry me over. Oh, my love and I. On now in Kilkenny, it is reported on marble stone there, as black as ink, with gold and silver. Oh, I would support her, but I'll sing no more now till I get to drink. 'Cause I'm drunk today, and I'm seldom sober. A handsome rover from town to town. Ah, but I'm sick now, and my days are numbered. Come all ye young man, and lay me down. Well, thank you for that, Robbie. There's obviously a homesick Irish fellow out there in Dublin, Ontario. Hopefully he gets that second jab soon so he can head back and see his ma and his pigs and everything else that he misses back home in Ireland. Thank you, Sue and Karen, for the kind words. Appreciate that. Nice to have you here watching with us too tonight. And I see David's commenting about the furniture. I think where Robbie's down in Dublin, Ontario. That's where my wife's ancestors are from as well, and where a lot of our older furniture came from as well. So you're sort of right on. Probably similar styles of and ages of furniture as well. We've had it's sort of a collaborative group, I guess, led by a gentleman by the name of Jim Casson, who's a percussionist and our good friend of Tuesday Live, who, if you've been around here for a while, know that Waxy's a good friend of the show. I'm not sure if Waxy's watching tonight. He often checks in periodically. But Waxy's introduced me to a lot of great musicians, and Jim is one of them. And this group he has called Dark Orchard does some fantastic material. And so I'm going to turn it over to Dark Orchard, and I think you'll kind of enjoy the song. It's got a great sort of groove to it, and it also has a fantastic sort of visuals as well. So let's crank it over to Dark Orchard. Thank you, Jim Casson and Dark Orchard, for sharing that with us. What a fantastic, that music and all those great dance sequences from all sorts of, there's a ton of sort of cultural touchstones there. Batman and the Flintstones and Fred Astaire and what was that, 15-minute workout? Was that those three women in the orange exercise suits, whatever? There's so many things from television and everything and movies we've seen that's just so fantastic in that piece. Thanks so much, Jim, for sharing that with us. You can check out Dark Orchard on their website, as well as there's a link at tuesdaylive.ca if you want to check out more of their material. They're fantastic, a little different from a lot of the stuff we have on the show, but fantastically creative as well. Thanks again, Jim, for sharing that. Speaking of creative folk, let's send it back out east to our good buddy Sandy McRae and see if Sandy's got for us.
This weekend coming, I'm going up to Miramichi to do a John Prine show. We're actually going to a Legion, a public place, and getting together with a bunch of people sitting around in their bubbles. So this is one of the songs I'm going to do. It's one of my favorites, called Living in the Future. Jehoshaphat, the Marvel cat, fell off the roof today. Some say he fell, but I can't tell. He did himself away. His eyes weren't bright like they were the night we played checkers on the train. God bless his soul, he was a Tootsie Roll, but he's a dead cat just the same. We are living in the future. Tell you how I know. I read it in the paper 15 years ago. We're all driving rocket ships, talking with our minds, wearing turquoise jewelry, standing in soup lines. Jake the barber's only daughter went down to her daddy's shop, plugged herself to the barber pole, took a little bit off the top. There was pressure on the left, pressure on the right, pressure in the middle of the hole. I'm going to Maine on a 40-foot train, I'm gonna use it as a fishing pole. Oh, we are living in the future. Tell you how I know. Read it in the paper 15 years ago. We're all riding rocket ships, talking with our minds, wearing turquoise jewelry and standing in soup lines. Yes, we are living in the future. Tell you how I know. Read it in the paper 15 years ago. We're all riding rocket ships, talking with our minds, wearing turquoise jewelry and standing in soup lines. We are standing in soup lines. Great to see you. Always is.
Thank you, Sandy, for sharing that. And how exciting is that? Sandy's playing a live gig this weekend. Some lucky folks in the Legion in Miramichi, New Brunswick, are in for a real treat this weekend. We're not that far away here either, folks. I think just keep things moving forward. Live music is coming back, but we've been enjoying Tuesday Live, and we're going to keep it rolling one way or another once we can get back out on the road, so to speak. So hope to see you live sometime in the not too distant future. Speaking of live performers, we have with us in the show, and we've been able to secure his services probably a month or two ago. We pick him up, and probably I think one of the if not the greatest Neil Young tribute artist of our generation, Neil Old. So I'm going to turn it over to Neil Old. He's queued up here in the Beatles tribute room to do one of his songs. Neil. Well, hello everybody. I'm happy to be here again. Of course, Lazy Horse not here again. You know, once the spring comes, you get the fresh pasture out there and all the fillies running around. It's hard to get them in out of the pasture, but I'm hoping to get in here soon. We'll do some of the rock and roll stuff. Right now I'm going to concentrate on some of my acoustic stuff. So it's one of my favorite Neil songs of all time. Sailing hardships through broken harbors, out on the waves in the night. Still the searcher must ride the dark horse, racing alone in his fright. Tell me why. Tell me why. Is it hard to make arrangements with yourself when you're old enough to repay but young enough to sell? Tell me lies later, come and see me, I'll be around for a while. I am lonely, but you can free me, all in the way that you smile. Tell me why. Tell me why. Is it hard to make arrangements with yourself when you're old enough to repay but young enough to sell? Well, thanks so much, Neil. Fantastic version of that song. Brings us to the end of the show. I saw Evelyn checking in there. Evelyn, hope you and Ken are doing well. Hope to see you soon out playing some live music somewhere as well. And Sandy and everybody. See, Tim's safe. To those who weren't following the comments, Tim made it safely back from wherever he was going on the 401. And he's back home. Asking for described video. I'm not sure if we'll be able to describe Stan's pictures. There's not enough. We'd have to slow him down to have enough words to try to describe those fantastic images of Stan McRae. And thank you for those tonight, Stan, sharing those images with us as always. We certainly appreciate that. And Susie, who does all the spotting for Stan as well. Dark Orchard, fantastic video production by them. Sandy McKay, of course, from down in New Brunswick. Bob MacLean, don't forget Bob's 4 on the Floor Fridays at 4 show on Facebook at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on Friday. Of course, we had the next Dylan. They're calling him Rob Dylan on the show tonight. And you just saw him, the greatest Neil Young tribute artist of our generation, Neil Old, playing. That was great, Neil. Thank you for that. Robbie O'Spoon and Cousin Willie here as well. You can check out all our featured artists at tuesdaylive.ca for links there's links there to all your favorite Tuesday Live performers as well. So if you want to listen to more of their music or learn more about them. And you can help support the show by becoming a Tuesday Live patron. For a small contribution, you can help the independent artists who appear on the show and help us grow the show. You can also help us grow the show just by sharing it with your friends, telling your friends about the show, sharing it on your Facebook timeline, talking to your friends, telling them, you should watch this show Tuesday night. It's kind of fun because we're certainly having fun doing it, and I hope you're having fun watching it. Thanks to Karen Cantello and the entire Tuesday Live animation department for the fantastic work they do on the transitions and the titles and everything else that Karen and her crew do. My executive producer, Carol, for everything she does in keeping the show on the rails, so to speak, and dealing with all these characters coming in and out of here. It's so much, and I know she's quite concerned about Lazy Horse showing up at some point in time, because last time Lazy Horse was here, left quite a mess out in the yard, but we cleaned it up, and actually it's helping the pumpkins grow this year. So thank you so much for watching tonight. Come join us. We have an after party every week on Zoom, and a small group of us gather there, and I usually have a cold beverage after the show and chat about the show and chat about things in general, and we'd love to have you there. It's not overly intimidating. It's just a small group of folks, and we like to, if you want to come join us. And how do you find out about the Zoom after party? The link is in the email that we send out every week. If you sign up at tuesdaylive.ca, you can find out what's coming up on the show and get the link to the Zoom after party. We'd love to have you there. If not, have a safe week. Be careful out there, folks. Join us next week and let your friends know as well. And in the meantime, I think the best thing we can all do is just love. Everybody needs a place to go, and everybody needs a way to know that they're just loved. Why do we hurt the ones we love? Why don't we lift them up instead of putting them down and just love? There's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. Keep it covered up with a layer of clay. We gotta start washing it off someday with just love. I'll only be here for a very short time, to lie in the sun and drink sweet wine and just I'll be here and then be gone. Instead of harsh words and singing sad songs, let's just love. 'Cause deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We keep it covered up with a layer of clay. We gotta start washing it off someday with just just gonna do, and if you join with me, well then we would make two. We need more giving, less taken away. If we start right now, we'll get there someday to just love. You find it in your heart if you look deep enough. You find the only thing that we really need now, it's just hard to just love in a world full of hate. If we get started now, it won't be too late to just us there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. Keep it covered up with a layer of clay. We gotta start washing it off someday with just love. Just like